Greetings, beloved. Welcome back. This is our next Thursday exclusive intel word on the streams. We're going into my personalized playing cards first. As we get into this blackout session, thank you so very much in advance for tuning in, whenever you tune in, from wherever you tune in. Before we go into the cards, I'm just going to say a quick command blessing over these messages as well as our space. Dear source of all that is, was, and will ever be, I thank you today and each and every day for all that you do and all that you do as we stand in divine authority, standing in alignment with divine will by the power of divine law. We now open our lives to abundant security, stability, and protection. No weapons formed against us shall prosper. Every case, cause, concern, conflict, and negative confrontation dissolves into nothingness by the radiance of the divine. We command true prosperity to flow into our lives. Prosperity that nourishes our souls, sustains our bodies, and blesses all who walk with us. Wealth and resources are now aligned to our highest purposes. We command good fortune to follow us in all things. Doors of opportunity open before us effortlessly in every step we take. Guided by divine, we call forth true love, divinely ordained, harmonious and eternal. Our hearts and souls are aligned to receive and give love in its purest, most sacred form. May our paths be illuminated, our spirit fortified, and our lives a testament to the boundless grace of the Creator. So it is, so it is, so it is, and so it shall be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. Alright, let's get into these cards for this next episode of exclusive intel. Word on the streams. Sorcerer is good. Messenger of source. What's flowing in on these streams for we just had a couple of cards come out. The Seven of Clubs and the Two of Spades. It's like you went from having to defend your viewpoint to like some kind of spontaneous severing of ties or ways. Instead of ignoring the truth, something about your absence being far more efficient than your defense. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Hearts. This is the beginning of a deep connection. Whether it's a deep connection that's with something that you enjoy doing, or a deeper connection with another. Let's keep going. We're going to make another full pass. Okay, I see a King of Hearts on the table. Behind that, we have the Seven of Hearts and the Four of Hearts. This is a connection to a water sign, or this is you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Not necessarily a man, but in your masculine energy. But also feeling a bit indecisive about some kind of situation that's being ignored that could actually be more of a positive aspect of your lives. Let's keep going. One more full pass. Tell us a bit more. This can't possibly be evidence. So we're going to dig around for more. Tell us a bit more, Sorcerer Spirit, in terms of the primary energy of the collective coming in on these streams. Here we go. You have the Three of Diamonds. You've been more focused on deepening your connection with your higher self. But in doing so, it's also making it easier for you to be open to more collaboration with others with that Three of Diamonds. For some of you, this King of Hearts energy has inspired you to be a better version of yourselves. And especially if you're a solitaire, embracing more group-oriented, teamwork-oriented efforts in the moment and in the now. Perhaps you've already caught a glimpse of this energy and you're still a bit indecisive. Hello, beautiful sister, Red Bull Princess in the building. Thank you so very much for stopping by. I hope you have a great day as well. Thank you so very much. Sending happy thoughts and high vibes your way. Happy Thursday to you. Yes, happy Thursday. Got some good vibes coming in already on these streams. Exclusive intel for the collective. Yes. Some of the collective has been ignoring an offer from a water sign, or otherwise taking your sweet ass time making a decision. Let's keep going. We have the Jack of Diamonds. You're remaining loyal, but you've been hard at work in terms of getting to know yourself a bit more, realizing more of your full potential. Ooh, but we also have the Two of Hearts coming out in this full pass. There's still some kind of shared visions and mutual interests occurring here. For some of you, this is a new friend coming in. Equal reciprocity, but it's unconditional. It's like no one involved is expecting anything in return for their kindness and generosity. It just is part of the flow. It's organic. It's innate to the equation here. Awesome, Sags. Thank you so very much. It kind of goes with the vibe. Exclusive intel. Word on the streams. Please let me know if the water sounds are like overcoming my own voice as I deliver these messages. For some of you in the collective, there is a King of Hearts energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Not necessarily a man, again, but someone in their masculine. Or embodying their masculine at this time. They see that regardless of the distortions, that you are remaining true to yourself, and they're actually extremely pleased that I'm hearing you're honing in on your clairs, but not just that. It's like you're discovering more parts of yourselves that perhaps you never even thought possible. I'm getting this continuous energy in the orbit that you can actually safely take a break from doing all that inner work below. You know, we can't just be investing all of our time, energy, and love into examining our flaws and tightening up and burning off loose ends. The message came out yesterday that for the most part, for all signs, all zodiac signs, all 13 of us, a lot has already been cleared out in terms of the debris. Which means that with this Ace of Hearts that already came out, for some of the collective, this is a brand spanking new assignment as part of our soul's missions on this planet. Let's take a closer look at what this means in terms of the new. We have the Joker, the wild card, one of them in this deck. It's not the one-eyed Jack, but it's still a wild card. Learning through experience, realizing that's all that we really can take with us is the best of memories and the lessons. Confirmation of what I was saying about the collective being more true to ourselves. but also this new rush of positive risk-taking energy is coming in upon further evaluation of our potential. Holy Spirit just said, hello, Tiny K in the building. Welcome, sister. Thank you so very much for popping in. It's kind of part of the aesthetic, sister. Yes. Exclusive intel. Word on the streams. To me, this Joker card also represents a reminder that we are never alone, and our guardian angels are always with us. Every single millisecond of the day and night. They see your transformation, and they are here to protect and guide you through the next. Never one and done, I just heard, as I refer back to this Ace of Hearts. Never one and done. New. For some of you, you're about to hear about the announcement of a pregnancy, whether it's in your immediate household or if the immediate family, like a sibling or a child of yours who's all grown up. But for the majority of you, where this applies, part of this new love is sharing in the excitement of a new child coming in, or at least finding out the gestation about the gestation. And you're going to remind this bundle of joy before it's even born that you fell in love with it before it was even born. For some of the collective, again, this is a new practice, project, ritual, routine of some kind that you're just going to start putting into practice by taking that risk, that positive risk taking with the Joker card here. You're going to take a chance on something, and it's going to lead to a deeper connection. For the majority of you, it's some kind of project or practice that you're going to take on, quite possibly even for the first time ever. And it may very well become a more permanent part of your life for the long haul. Something a bit more long-term, consistent, I just heard. That's adorable, Tiny K. Alright, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Jack of Clubs. This new coming in, especially with the King of Swords right behind it, this new coming in may possibly send you on a bit of a head spin. It may have to do with how motivated this incoming energy of another is with this King of Swords, a air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or this is you becoming more passionate, more motivated. But there's still this new energy that's going to come in. So intense that it's going to knock you for a loop. Like you're going to need time to process it. Holy Spirit is asking us not to try to over-rationalize anything with that King of Swords energy. Perhaps you could write about it instead. Behind the King of Swords, though, is the Five of Swords. Some kind of deception that you may have been dealing with an air sign. And you're choosing to walk away. Yes, choosing that Queen of Cups energy that's right behind that. Choosing to continue to be that lighthouse for others and be a supportive energy. But also with that rare gift of understanding. Like the energy of, gee, I've had my own issues and problems in life before, so, but that's what makes that gift of understanding so rare. Behind the Queen of Hearts is the Five of Wands, the Five of Clubs. Yeah, this is a competitive energy that you were dealing with. Bullying for some. But you're walking away towards your Nine of Pentacles, because the Nine of Pentacles is coming out right behind that. And with this being already in the orbit, this is a decision that it's like something you already made your mind up about. Even if you haven't fully embodied and gone through these situations just yet. Okay. For some of you, this is leading to leaving or some kind of split up, a change in direction. Yeah, Eight of Hearts and Ten of Swords, I'd say. This is an ending leading to a new beginning. With the Three of Wands right behind that, the work that the collective has been putting in so far is about to pay off in dividends, I just heard. Especially with the King of Pentacles right behind that. This is an earth sign energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Possibly coming in for some of the collective, or this is you. All about the bizzo. Not all about the bizzo in a selfish manner, though. But you take what you do, even with all your heart in tow, you take what you do very seriously. But with the Four of Diamonds, the Four of Pentacles behind that, you may have even been holding back to some degree. Not showing your entire hand, Holy Spirit just said. Especially when it comes to this breakup and these misunderstandings and the riffraff. There's a breakdown in communication here, like you just stopped talking about it because it was like talking to a brick wall. Yeah, some kind of understanding has already occurred with the Nine of Hearts, the Nine of Cups here. You're choosing peace, prioritizing it over the chaos. Especially when it comes to this Jack of Hearts, this Jack of Cups, Knight of Cups energy here. This player energy that everyone has dealt with at some point in time in their lives. They're not in love. They're in love with the idea of being in love, I just heard. Alright, that message in particular is very specific and not for everyone. Hello again, beautiful sister. Francois. Fran is in the building. Yeah. Welcome back, beautiful sister. Thank you so very much for popping in. Alright, let's move along into the tarot for a short period here. See what else we have coming in for the collective. For this exclusive intel, word on the streams. Whoa, Melly, we just had one card separate from the deck as I was removing it from its case. And it's the Fool card. Matching energy with that Joker that just came out of the personalized playing card. So, definitely, so be coming into alignment with that positive risk-taking energy. For sure. Being willing to try something new. Seeing things from a whole new perspective. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, tell us a bit more about this Fool card energy we had pop out. Separate from the rest of the deck. Ooh, what do we have here? The Knight of Wands. Okay. This is fire. Fire signs. Some of you may have been dealing with somebody who is being led by the wrong head. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. We're all adults here. But I'm going to keep it simple. Just in case any kiddos are lurking. You just never know when they're breaking the rules. But from the way it looks here, somebody's dealing with a Knight of Wands energy, dealing with another breaking the rules, so to speak. It could be on the job, it could be in a relationship. Let's keep going. For some of you, especially with it being beside the Fool card, this is a lot of creative energy coming in for you. Encouraging you to be that risk taker. Alright, we have the Eight of Swords landing sideways. So whatever it is, this energy is being neutralized. Some kind of restrictions that the collective may have been dealing with that are about to be lifted in some kind of way. For some of you, this has to do with being in hermit mode and spontaneously deciding to come out of it. But you're not coming out of it empty-handed, like you haven't been doing anything all this time either. Oh my gosh, and I look down at the bottom of the deck. No joke. What do we have here at the bottom of the deck? This is what we have out so far. The Fool, the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Swords, which landed actually sideways. So this is an energy that has played itself out and is being neutralized. In the immediate environment, I was just speaking on coming out of hermit mode. And here you are, coming out of hermit mode. Nice one, Holy Spirit. Nice one. By saying that you're not coming out of hermit mode empty-handed, oh, we have the King of Cups behind the Hermit. So the King of Cups has been out twice now. For the most part, you don't even have to be this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or have someone becoming more permanent in your life who is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The collective is simply embodying this energy of deeper empathy, becoming more supportive, but also self-directed. Supportive leadership, like benevolent leadership type of energy here. But this includes how you have course corrected and self-directed. Like you weren't excluding yourself from the equation here. To a degree, this is also confirmation of the Joker card that came out earlier. Because the Hermit and the Fool do share some common aspects. And in that, I mean that quest for personal truth. With the King of Cups energy already in the environment. And the Five of Wands behind that in reverse. Wow. This is all about that choosing honey over vinegar energy that's been coming out consistently for a couple weeks now. There's something that's no longer being delayed, even if it takes another month or so to come into complete fruition for you. It's very prevalent with that King of Cups energy and the Hermit side by side that the collective has been hard at work. I'm hearing inside and out. Making strides that may only look like baby steps to you. But to your higher selves, they're like, encore, 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 more of that, please. Oh, goodness. All right, let's keep going. Yes, the collective is definitely still on that high road. You're not on your high horse, you're just taking the high road. With a Page of Pentacles also at the bottom of the deck, you're definitely choosing to just tend to your own garden here. Oh yeah, and the Two of Cups right behind that. Wowzers. Ooh, and the Star behind that. I'm just going to go all the way across. 2 more cards. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Lovers in reverse. From what I see here, it's like the work of 2 people has been done. Like the work of 2 or more people. Especially with the Three of Pentacles in the upright and the Lovers in reverse. So like no physical assistance and support has come in for you, but definitely with the Star card on the other side of the Three of Pentacles, some kind of divine support has been with you all along, being able to do the work of 2 to 3 or more people. Just little old you. Or having to go up against 3 or more people. And somehow still being the one coming out sparkly and spiffy clean with that Star card. Something about turning S-H-I-T into Shinola. Some kind of offers are coming in with that Two of Cups. But this is also the second time this card has been out. 2 different decks. Definitely indication of a shared vision. Mutual interest. Whether it's romantic or any otherwise. For some of you, this is you and several others who are about to be in the spotlight. But in such a way that, like, you are that lighthouse for others. Especially with the Star card and the Three of Pentacles side by side. Quality. The sustenance between you and these new connections coming in for collaboration is of, I'm hearing, top tier quality. But this is not energy that you're hoarding for yourselves. You're most certainly pouring into others. With the Lovers in reverse, I also see like an old system collapsing here. Oh yeah, especially when I take a look at the bottom of the deck and we have the Empress card. An old system is crumbling. But the Empress energy is bringing that true earth energy. Very fertile soil. Nurturing a season of abundance with the understanding that the entire oak is within the acorn. And that's a message for each and every one of you. As the message came out earlier about the collective realizing more of your full potential, hanging out in that fertile void as the hermit. But now you're coming out of that hermit mode, even if it is temporarily, for more collaboration, new connections, new love, and even taking on new practices and interests. And you're not keeping it to yourself. You're sharing the love. You're shining light on the clarity that you gain through your own experiences. Recognizing its true value and how it could even be beneficial for others. Good afternoon, Carl. Hello, hello. Thank you so very much for being here. Hello, Earth Angel Fire, who I now refer to as EAF, because that's a lot to type out. Welcome back, dear friend and bro star from another mother. Thank you for popping in as we continue with the exclusive intel. Word on the streams. Let's see what else we have coming in on these streams for the collective. Source, Holy Spirit. What else is coming in? Well now, we have the Ace of Pentacles, but also the Nine of Swords. Eek, 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 eek. Oh my goodness. Some kind of recent investment, some kind of new investment that has you a bit restless and anxious for some reason. A new person, place, thing, or situation that has you feeling a bit restless. Or at least that's your interpretation of it, collective. This could even be anticipating how your first day is going to go once you've been promoted. Or for some of the collective, whenever you hear this, it's going to fit, it's going to resonate. For some of you, this is anxiousness about a new job position, a new vocation, a new practice, a new study. Let's take a deeper look. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse at the bottom. So whatever it is that has you anxious doesn't have anything to do with romance whatsoever. Behind that, we have the Hierophant, also in reverse. Something about breaking tradition in some kind of way that doesn't have anything to do with a romantic relationship. With the King of Swords in reverse behind that. Something about being less strategic and more spontaneous. Even though to a degree, whatever it is that's going to be spontaneous, it's like you know a little bit, you know enough about this situation, especially if it's something that you have up your own sleeve. And I'm hearing it's that wild card. Six of Swords behind that. Some of you are planning some kind of transition in your lives, but you're keeping it a secret. You're not telling anyone about it. Especially with that Page of Swords right behind the Six of Swords, already in the immediate environment. Yeah. You're on to those who would just turn it into gossip or spin their own narrative with it anyway. Give them more reasons to spy and pry. But this is a change that's being made in your lives that you already know is necessary. Making the decision to act on it this time is what makes it spontaneous. Not so much how quickly you decide and how quickly you take action, but in the act itself is the spontaneity. Whatever it is, it's definitely going to come with its shock appeal. And to a degree, through some kind of knowing, you're already well aware of that. And at the bottom of the deck, behind the scenes, we have the Hanged Man. Yes, you have already gained a whole new perspective on some situations. Behind that, we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. It's like you've done enough digging around in the past. You've done enough twisting yourself in a pretzel for others. That show is over. That matrix fake stage of a world is collapsing. The party's over. With the Six of Pentacles behind that, somehow you still remain generous with your time, energy, and love, regardless of the perspective that you have gained about this reality with the Hanged Man. It's like you've already had to sacrifice an eye, metaphorically speaking, of course, to gain all this wisdom through experience. It's all fun and games till someone loses an eye or gets punched in the mouth. Yeah, we have the Strength card right behind that. Oh my goodness, Spirit, come through with the humor. The Strength card and the Page of Cups coming into the environment. New love. Newfound courage. Unconditional love. But I'm here putting some respect on it, kid. Because with this Strength card also comes that prioritization of self-respect. Beautiful. All right, now let's venture away from, yes, the flake tricks. It's flaking away as we speak, Bro Star. Oh goodness. Coming to a theater near you. And the sequel is going to be all about Sophia Rising. Sophia Rising. Something about that. Y'all have heard the saying, what goes up must come down. Well, in this case, it's like what once fell is rising again. This includes angels and ions. We're being guided to not focus on the sacrifice, the doom, the gloom, the fear-mongering. No, we're being guided to pivot away from that. It doesn't make us naive to the chaos. It just means that we're no longer going to be a marionette or a dumbed-down horse on a carousel. No, we're going to be like the fire horse energy coming in on the 17th of February. Now I'm feeling guided to actually reach for my Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck yet again. And we'll see if the horse even comes out. If not, no big deal. But these animal spirits come in as part of our A-team. Our allies. To support us through these transitions. Co-creating building in collaboration, as separation is a lie and an illusion. True earth. True earth. Earth Angel Fire says, I feel like I know how you appear in substance by the sound of your voice. Is that something that you've experienced? Yes, actually. Because even when meeting someone for the first time, I go beyond the surface level. Like, beyond the meat sack. If you're picking up what I'm picking down. Or if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Picking down. Yes. Going with the clairs, the instincts, and the intuition. When we trust them. Which isn't 100% of the time, and can't no one change my mind about that, but we're not always following our instincts. Sometimes we get caught up in our heads, the ego flares up. But that's more in alignment with how we see ourselves, not how we see others. And don't get me wrong. Just like anyone else. I have my moments where I get fired up. And I might just cuss someone out. But that's not the name I'm giving to the target. The target is that Sophia embodiment. Speaking of, I'm going to relight the palo. To purify and cleanse and bless our space, as well as promoting clear, concise communication. After what I've been through in the last 6 months, nothing really can get past me. Nothing really shocks me anymore. It doesn't make me anybody special or important or better than anyone else. But if something were to get past me, it wouldn't be for very long. I can tell you that much. Let's go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What else is coming in on these exclusive intel? Words on the streams. Word on the streams is. Let's go. We have the oyster out first. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the panther. Something significant about a hidden treasure that we're actually being guided to keep to ourselves at this time. Some kind of hidden treasure. We're also being guided to not speak too much at once or too often about what we've been purging, because then to a degree the collective would be admitting a weakness to another who may have the intentions of being destructive. But we are being guided as we come out of this stagnation to continue to weed out, prune out, get rid of, bless, release, and let go of anything that is no longer necessary in our lives. Continue doing so in a masterful way, but also remain like open-hearted with like a genuinely generous heart. We're being guided to not take anything for granted, including that which we're being guided to let go of. Including anything that we have been doubtful about. It's time to let go of that self-doubt or just doubt in general. Something that we're being guided to hesitate on sharing on just a little bit longer. Especially anything that we may already be clued in on that's meant to bring us towards more fulfilling lives. It's going to be unexpected for many. That spontaneity, whatever it is that we decide to act upon with spontaneity, is going to be unexpected. Possibly even uncomfortable for others. Perhaps for some even a bit devastating. But when the dust clears, it will be easy to see the wisdom at work. These experiences that make us better people. A trust in the knowing without knowing how we know, or from which and where and hither even. We may be receiving this information. It's leading us to brighter days, brighter places. But remember, and I posted this in my community section a few days ago, the annihilation is in the absence, not the defense. The absence, walking away from whatever it is, a job that no longer serves you, a connection of any kind that no longer serves you, or for the greater good at all, and you just don't want to be a part of that bread and circuits. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source. What else is coming in for the collective? Word on the streams. We have the lizard coming out next. And I just popped up 2 more cards that are face down. We're going to make a full pass this time. Alright, that's a full pass. See what we have going on here. We have the fish out again. We have the sea serpent and the frog. Oh my goodness, it is so funny that the frog is coming out. It takes me right back to a live that I was just watching a little bit ago. And someone was doing their impression of Kermit the Frog. I chuckled so hard I might have peed a little. And it's funny because the image of the frog is showing like replenishing rain coming down on the frog. But it wasn't on that level of a trickle, okay, I promise. Anyways, moving along. Oh, goodness. This frog is actually confirmation of what I was just saying about brighter days ahead. As it shows, like, all the shade of the rainfall. But the frog is seeing brighter days. Especially in terms of how they feel about themselves and their potential. I'm also getting some kind of clarity that's coming in. So this is confirmation on the clarity coming in with the Hermit card earlier. Especially with the sea serpent right next to it. And we have the lizard. This lizard energy represents our artistic creativity. Word on the streams is we're going to be tapping even more so into that. Definitely more of our instincts going through some kind of upgrade here. Your clairs are improving. How you engage artistically, how you take creative, conscious action, definitely relevant at this time. It's been helping you deal with that restlessness, with that fish representing the restlessness. This is confirmation of that restlessness or change of focus that came out earlier from the personalized playing cards and then was confirmed later on with the Kitten Tarot. I believe it was the Nine of Swords that came out. Some kind of anxiousness. But whatever it is, it's going to make you more adaptable, or it already is. I'm also getting that some of you are actually really fun and easy to travel with. This is also a reminder for us to set like series of small little goals or plans versus the bigger stretch in terms of planning. Some of you are about to realize that you're just more of the nomad type. Like you're not meant to remain in one place for a long period of time, let alone for the remainder of your life. With the sea serpent here, I see that you have been putting in the work, especially in terms of any kind of perceived emotional wounds. Getting our emotions in check, our creativity in check. The sea serpent is coming in as an ally to assist us, continue to assist us, helping us to move and direct our energy in a healthy current without fear, guilt, or shame, Holy Spirit just said. Our hearts are about to become more at ease. These new relationships coming into our lives will be more meaningful. And even some of the relationships and connections we have already made are going to become more enduring, endearing, and meaningful. We're coming out of the murky and muddy waters below us. No matter where we have been and where we are now emotionally, this spirit guide loves us just the same. This is a very nurturing and loving energy coming in from our second chakra. Our center of creativity, also associated with water. The Svadhisthana, translating as in her own abode. The home of the Divine Mother. This is a supportive energy as we learn to express more of ourselves and our true natures. This would be the orange chakra in the lower abdomen, where we are established, the seat of our feelings and our passions. While the root chakra grounds us, the Svadhisthana invites flow, movement, confirmation of coming out of that stagnancy. the sacral chakra. Our core emotional identity and creative drive. Becoming more adaptable as we realize more of our full potential. Hello, dear friend. Candy or Vanzulu, however you pronounce your handle. Welcome in. Thank you so very much for popping in. This is the realm of our emotions, but also our intuitions. Indication that we are becoming a lot more innovative. New ideas and ways of expressing ourselves more uniquely. Whether it's art, music, troubleshooting, creating solutions, and even cooking, beloveds. This is strong emotional balance. Healthy boundaries. Connecting authentically with others. When this chakra is out of balance, this is when those low-level spirits start creeping back in, otherwise known as the lower frequencies on the Hawkins scale of consciousness. Fear, guilt, addictive behaviors, difficulties in relationships. Being able to catch it and work towards restoring our emotional wellness is what has carried us this far. Congratulations, collective. You're finding yourself. On a healthier current. By doing the work on yourselves instead of trying to overextend yourself towards others or try to change others or fix others. No, we're making the decision to remain on that high road and to live more vibrant, authentic lives with a gentle, nurturing energy. This doesn't mean that we don't experience or won't experience sadness or anger, things of that nature. But we're realizing more mindful practices, that magical tool bag that each and every one of us carry with us to unlock greater emotional freedom. And in doing so, we're able to embrace the sweetness all the more. That sweetness of life that absolutely is our birthright. Wow. Also, with the energy of the frog, there has been a lot of clearing going on that the collective hasn't been announcing as frequently. Like forgiving another without announcing it, for instance. Or choosing a less than dramatic exit out of a situation. We're being reminded that we were never meant to carry a heavy load. But also that the divine would never put on our plate any more than what we can handle. Sometimes we may have been feeling a bit depleted, or like we're running on empty. There's more water than anything else on the table right now, with the oyster, the fish, and the frog. But also the sea serpent, although it is the spirit element, it is also representing water. A reminder that the divine is in everything, and the divine sees all. Which means they also see that you've been taking the time to heal when you need to heal, and to feel whatever it is that you're meant to feel in order to heal. To cleanse it away. There's something about not waiting until your cup is dry to replenish it, though. That's going to be extremely significant to someone. Feeling as though you've been running on empty. We have the fire ants at the bottom of the deck. Oh boy. Exclusive intel, word on the streams. This is gossip and arguments. Stop pretending that it hasn't been getting to you. And that's part of the reason why you've had so much solo time. You're just not here for it. It's like the collective would rather be alone than be engaging in the drama and the gossip and the chaos. Again, it doesn't mean that we're naive to its existence. We just don't, we don't want any part of it. We are not followers, and we will not be followers. Especially with that kind of orders in place. Like, put it where it fits. It's going to mean a little something different for everyone. You're sensitive beings, or you're becoming more sensitive. And that's okay. That sensitivity, whether you're ready to embrace it or not, is about to become part of that magic tool bag. It's about to become a superpower. Breaking free from the drama and cooling down. All that replenishing, cleansing water coming in between the oyster, the fish, the sea serpent, and the frog. Especially with the big daddy sea serpent here. Like, come on. It's like the lizard and the frog had a baby, except on a cosmic level here. A cosmic lizard and a cosmic frog had a all-seeing, all-knowing sea serpent that's coming in as our ally to help us keep a rein on those emotions, but also embrace that sensitivity at the same time. So if you're becoming more triggered by the gossip and the drama around you, or perceivably around you, we can change our reality by not giving it any more of our time, love, and energy. By not engaging in the aggression or the rigid thinking, the gossip, the drama, the insensitivities that we recognize in others, has one effect and one effect only. As we become more of the observer, it's becoming even more innate and organic of us to turn the other direction with it. Oh, their triggers are triggering my triggers. What now? Discipline. That's what. Go for a walk. Go back into hermit mode for an hour, a day, or a week, or whatever. Do what you gotta do. Just don't engage in the drama and the gossip and, you know, the rigidity of things. Like, ugh. Geesh, I know we can all be a little rough around the edges, but that's what contributes to our unique, innate beauty. Our authenticity. We're not here for the superficial Hollywood Barbie doll appearance and act. No. We will not be selling our souls for rock and roll. None of it. Nor the excessive heat and the gossip. We don't have time to argue. We have bigger fish to fry with that fish energy coming out. We have bigger fish to fry. For sure, for sure. And with that big fish energy, we're harnessing that restlessness and turning that, transmuting that into yet another superpower. Setting small, artistic, creative goals and then taking action. And getting out of those slippery relationships The lesson here is now we do not have to be concerned about getting lost without clear goals and intentions. Rising above the distractions and the distortions. But also at the same time, rising above the mystery with the moon in tow of the fish. Understanding that some things are just not meant to be understood. Period. Otherwise, getting lost in the current all over again, but not the current that we're on, which is a great place to be, by the way. Moving towards calmer waters, I just heard. At the bottom of the deck, we have the whale, and then we have the dragonfly, and then we have the unicorn. We're going to complete this second row with the bear and the golden egg. So we now have 2 more spirit element cards on the table. I'm just going to show you real quick before we go back into blackout mode. Okay, going from the ants to the whale and the dragonfly and the unicorn, the bear, and the golden egg. I can already see with the dragonfly that prioritizing that peace of mind over the chaos is definitely already in the orbit. And with the unicorn present, it's like 1 foot in the spirit realm and 1 foot in the mundane. Having the ability to see all the bits full circle. Having the ability to see every little detail. And it's not even about seeing all sides of situations, because the circle doesn't have sides. Some kind of hemisync going on here. The heavy masculine came out earlier, and now we have heavy feminine energy here, creating a balance, a merger. More of that renewing, replenishing energy with the rainfall in the background. So this isn't just replenishment at ground level. This is replenishment and renewal on a cosmic level. Universal, multi-universal, especially with the energy of the golden egg. Multiversal renewal and replenishment. Striking a balance by, first of all, rising above the distortion, the distractions, the drama, the gossip circle. Look, our circle may not even be a circle, and it may even be smaller than their circle. but it's all about the quality and the sustenance. Baby. That's right. We're not just the golden egg, we are the goose. They want the goose. They think what's good for the goose is good for the gander. They've been listening to the wrong teachers. Ooh-wee, let's bring in the wisdom of the whale, shall we? The wisdom of the whale. I'm loving these messages. Exclusive intel. Word on the streams. Profound peace, but also deep compassion. Hello and welcome back, beautiful sister. Thank you so very much for popping back in. You are so very loved. The whale comes in with a new assignment for us. A feminine force of compassion and communication. For some of you, this is someone about to come into your life as a beacon in your darkest hour. Someone to catch you just before you slip into an old story. No longer afraid of emotional expression because you're getting a handle on it, beloveds. This is so beautiful. We've been traversing the most difficult of terrains. But the trails have been packed with gems that cannot be held in our hands. But they can be held in our hearts and even encrypted into our DNA. Stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. For some of you, you are that beacon in someone else's darkest hour. You may be helping a loved one go through their dark night of the soul. If not now, very soon. And it may inspire you to yet again show reverence to that hermit mode and know when it's time for your own deeper introspection, but also approaching you, the child self, and any parts of you that you may perceive to be lesser with equal reverence. No parts left behind. Parts of your soul that you may have felt that you have lost along the way were never really lost. They were only unrealized in their fullest, truest potential. Aw, you want more duckies? I'm not sure if I have any duckies in this deck. We did have a duck come out in the 7-day outlook, representing protection from misfortune all this week. So far, so good. Just saying, so far, so good. Knock on wood, of course. Oh my goodness. It's been as well as can be so far. And for that, I am grateful. With the dragonfly, we're embracing more of the joy. We're realizing that we can't always be like so busy that we don't have time to like stop and really take a good look around us. The quality, the perception, but also indication of illusion and things being different than the way that they appeared at first glance, and only you are going to know what that means for you. But there's this subtle reminder with the dragonfly to remain in that calm mind, in the light of wisdom as it shines through us. When we start to get to where that restlessness may be beyond our means of handling in some kind of way, we focus on the breath, beloveds. And every breath is a rebirth, and every breath is a miracle. You are a miracle. With the unicorn, a deeper connection with your higher selves, your higher wisdom. Contemplating your relationship with divinity. Without trying to name it, Holy Spirit just said. What wonder it is, even without a name. Questioning, exploring, contemplating. That deeper dimension to our experiences. The unicorn also represents our third eye, our command setter. Our Ajna chakra. Our intellect, intuition, and deeper wisdom. For many of the collective, this is like A search for deeper truth that has just begun for you. It has only just begun. And with the golden egg, this is our heart center. So all of these new adventures and assignments are meant to expand that. To expand our heart center. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Just finding a place of deep and restful ease. Staying open to any responses as you ask, what weighs the heaviest on your heart at this time, beloveds? Because engaging with this golden egg energy is an advanced practice. It requires patience and going beyond bending an ear. You have to really be listening, not just hearing, listening. Dissolving the distractions and the distortions so that whatever it is that you most need to hear from your own personal A-teams, counsels, spirit guides, higher selves can come through for you. That's the second time now in 48 hours that message has come through. For a lot of you, though, you've been spending a lot of time doing that inner work. And the message came out in the very beginning that we're not only here to observe and nitpick our flaws, guys. We're also here to embrace our birthright, the sweetness of life, the nectar, the joy. Joy is our birthright. And this message is coming full circle now, right back around to that hermit energy, but coming out of the dark, coming out of that slumber with more inner strength and yearning to grow. The threshold of new directions and personal transformation. Winter will wane, the warmth of spring emerge, and transformation is upon us. This is not a time for constant withdrawal. This is a time for a balance of that introspection, but also taking creative, conscious action. By not keeping the company of the distortions, the distractions, the gossip, the drama, we have a lot more free time. Strength and energy to invest in fulfilling these assignments, these obstacles, these challenges as part of our soul's mission and yearning to grow. We don't really have a choice in the matter with the bear present. It's like an obstacle that's being created for us that's actually, upon second glance, is that detour in the right direction. At the bottom of the deck and in our immediate environment, we have the dolphin. And this is going to be our closing message for this live. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to healing arts as they are sensitive. Oh, see, the energy of the sensitives also coming full circle. Sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. Yes. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. When in balance, this represents the energy of active healers and strong spiritual practices. Some of us may have been underestimating our own power up until this point. And in order to keep this strong spiritual flow going, beloveds, we're being encouraged as we come out of being a solitaire or being in solitude into more of a teamwork-oriented mindset. We will be continuing to connect with like-minded spirits, co-creating true earth, and co-conducting the expansion of our heart centers. Innately intelligent, healer, light, blessings. One message from beyond Lemuria for the collective to seal the deal. This is going to be from our A-teams, always allies, always in alliance, always in allegiance. Our higher selves, higher power, ancestors, angels, ascended masters, our A-teams. And the card we had come out is loving compassion. Wow. Okay. This is what we have. Loving compassion. Bring more love to a situation, whether it's toward yourself or someone connected to the question. There may be a need for forgiveness or for seeing things from a fresh, more expansive perspective. Remember, you are loved and have unlimited access to the gentle yet transformational force of loving compassion as and when you need it. To bring yourself back into your heart, think about those you love and moments with them where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out to more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. And that is your message. I want to thank you so very much, Multiversal Soul. Amelia, for tuning in with much gratitude and appreciation from my heart chakra to yours, brightest of blessings and agape, omni love to all. And one more thing. I love you. I do. I do. I do.